This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer." I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakbarash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to speckled bird Israelites that are scattered abroad that look like the heathen nations. To y'all say shalom. And shalom to all you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning to these videos. Shalom to all you brothers and all you Akim that's out there in the highways and byways laboring to teach this truth, to wake up the elect of Israel. The Israelites who call today so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, and Guatemalans to Panamanians. Those are the Israelites, always have been and always will be. Contrary to the popular belief that, we're just niggas and spics and, wetbacks, bywords that these nations call us. That we are the Lord's people. Come back at y'all with another video. Basically like an in the news. That's probably what I'm gonna title this video. It's gonna be on, a variety of different topics from anytime headlines, and yeah, y'all can see a lot of stuff is going on. That's why I brought out that scripture. The end of all things is at hand, and let's get a scripture. That's the end of. It's not the end all be all. Everything. And that's it. No, that's the end of this man's world. The end of an age, an eon. Right. Let's get a Second Ezra 6 and 9. Second Ezra 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So it's the end of this man's world. This current system, this current structure that set up, America, Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt, New York, these different cities that's in America, and then this man's kingdom across the globe. Hey, it's not gonna be forever. You ain't gonna have to go to work every day forever, or, hey, pay bills forever, man. No, the Lord is coming back, man. But before that happens, there's things that have to happen, like death, mass judgment. People have to bug out really bad. A lot of our people have to do the same thing, and Lord willing, that's not us. Um, Lord willing, you know. Um, Lord willing, that's not us. You know. Hey, like I said, a lot of stuff is going on. But as y'all can see right here, it says a 70-car train derails in North Dakota, spilling hazardous materials. You know. And this is happening every day, man. These devils are doing this, man. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, these things are happening every day, man. 70-car train derailment, in North Dakota. This happened. I think it was something yesterday. If I can pull up that article, it was somewhere in, yeah, it was another chemical spill. This is in uh Philadelphia. It's the same type of thing. This ain't a train derailment, but it's the same concept. But it's a chemical spill, and it's affecting the water. These devils are going after everything, or it's hazardous materials. The same thing. Same thing. Chemicals are hazardous to our bodies and stuff. These devils are doing anything they can to cause pain. That's why the scriptures say, and the devil is the so-called white nation, man. The so-called Caucasians, man. They're the Edomites. Let's get Matthew 24. Um, let's get this, cause it's a lot of stuff happening, man. Let me see. I'm about to get it. Right, this is Matthew 24 and verse 22. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sakes, those days are shortened." Right? So, hey, if these days that we're living in, if the Lord just basically, if the Lord allowed this world to just continue going to continue going on for another 50 years, 100 years, there'd be nobody left on the earth, man. Everybody would be dead. But the Wadi YASHAMIAHLA, he has an elect, which are Israelites. Everybody's not a part of the elect. And the Lord's only dealing with one nation, not all nations. And within that one nation, he's dealing with the chosen of that nation. What you got this? It says you can now experience death in virtual reality. See, this man is out of his fucking mind. This man has to be stopped, man. Hey, that's why the scriptures say he is gonna be stopped, man. He's allowed to do a lot of things, man. But it has to get this point so the Lord can save us, man. Cause we can't save ourselves, man. I just thought about the scripture. I forgot what scripture I was gonna get. I remember now. Job 14 and 5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, and the number of his months, so with thee thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." And that's what this the Lord YASHAMIAHLA, he set up a end date for this man. And Esau don't know, but he don't know that exact date of when the Lord's gonna come back and when things are gonna happen. But he's gonna keep doing these things because it's in his spirit. The Lord put it in his spirit to really fulfill the Lord's will, so the Lord can bring the kingdom of heaven. But hey, these bad things around the earth are gonna continue happening because the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. That's why all these different things are happening. These different things ain't happening by coincidence like this. For instance, it says 28-year-old female school. It says like a 28-year-old female shooter guns down 3 children and 3 staff members in Christian elementary school. First and foremost, that's judgment. You know, y'all might be like, oh, that's children. Oh, those are innocent people. What does it say in the book of Job, chapter 4, man? Or what does it say in Ezekiel? I'm not gonna get it, but in Ezekiel it says all those that don't have the mark, that mark of exemption, that mark for you being held from judgment. It means he says slay utterly old and young. That's talking about all nations of people. This is Job 4 and 7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished. Perish is talking about death, being innocent, where were the righteous cut off. Right? People don't just get people just don't go out like this and then there's no answer, man. Hey, babies get it too, man. Old people, toddlers, it don't matter. First and foremost, everybody that's born on the earth, man, they've been here multiple times. And the average person doesn't understand that. They don't believe in reincarnation or regeneration. They don't know. But through the Lord opening up our minds, we understand that. The water Yahweh, we understand that what else is the explanation for not why babies? If you in a Christian mindset, like this Christian elementary school, you think that all spirits, every spirit that's born every day, because there's people that's born every day, people that die every day, right? You think every spirit is brand new, it needs a chance to live. How else can you explain why those things happen? And then you say Christians believe that the Lord, the Almighty, they call him the Almighty too. They say he don't do evil. And they call him omnipotent. Omni means you can in control of both sides. Omni meaning all knowing. That means good and evil. So that don't even make sense. So the Lord controls Satan. And either way, the Lord can do what he want to do, man. The Lord can do what he want to do. Let's get Isaiah 55. Let's prove that. Let's prove the Lord can do what he want to do. Isaiah 55 in verse 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So when people think that they know something, or people think that they got things figured out on the earth, you ain't gonna know why certain things happen. We don't have to understand it. Well, there is certain people that do have to understand to why these things happen. The prophets, But the average person doesn't understand why certain things happen like this, why a child just died, or why did that happen. The Lord sanctioned it, man. If you're not a prophet, you're not gonna understand the ways of the Lord. The prophets ain't gonna understand exactly every little thing that the Lord does, but you're gonna understand a good amount. I'll say that because the Lord does things sometimes and we don't know why. Certain things. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. That's a good thing. I can say that we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we do know why things happen. Yes, it's in the scriptures. It tells us why. The Lord controls good and evil. Man is going to the Lord, The Lord controls Satan. That's in Job, the book of Job too. Satan came before the Most High. He asked him, to basically go test Job. So that proves that the Lord is in control of Satan. It says school shooter was 28-year-old. Person that was switching sides, and these devils, man, they got other plans, man. They got plans to take away your guns. They trying to give these people that switch sides more rights. We know what this is about, man. This demon, Black China removes demonic image from her body after announcing baptism. Thanks God for saving. What the Lord didn't save her, man. The Lord didn't save her from nothing. What does it say? Let's go back to Matthew's, man. The Lord, what did he say about saving? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. What did he say about saving? Matthew 24:13 says, "But he that shall endure to the end, the same should be saved." So what did she save from? She didn't endure to the end. The end is talking about when all hell breaks loose, and until the Lord comes back. And I seen a video of this demon right here talking about, oh, well, she got her tattoo or whatever removed because she don't want it to represent the MOTB. She probably do know. I think most of these celebrities do know that that's coming, and she think that she gonna be able to resist that in that day. Now, if she ain't a part of the elect, which I doubt she is, but hey, you got this church vandalized. That's judgment, man. A lot of these different states, they've been banning these drag shows, man. Hey, you got Panera Bread rolling out the pay with your palm technology, so all things are happening, man. All these different prophecies are coming to pass. They're talking about in a couple of weeks. I think it was the president of Ghana or Kenya talking about, in a couple of weeks that there's something that's supposed to happen with the money system or whatever. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. That's why the Lord commanded us to stay on our watch, man. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9. We don't have time to be, dibbling and dabbling into the world and, you being lukewarm. We don't got time for that, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and the end is manifest." You see? It says, "Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs." And there's a lot of effects and signs, man. Earthquakes all over the earth, man. People getting sick and, people don't understand why. Well, it's because all these different chemical spills and there's all these different factories that, create chemicals and that create our food is exploding into the air. And us, man, this man is destroying the earth, man. That's what he's doing. And he's doing all this to bring in that MOTB. That's where all this is leading to, man. And that palm technology, all this is leading to that. And these devils want full control. That's why the Lord is going to come back. The Lord is going to come back. As soon as that MOTB is implemented, hey, World War III going to happen, I'm not saying right the same day, but not too long afterwards. We're at the end, man. We definitely don't have no 5 years, Lord willing, or no 4 years. We don't have that long, man. There's too much stuff happening to where, for you to sit here and believe in your fucking mind, if you're watching, to believe in your mind that all this stuff is just gonna continue happening at the pace and the rate that it's going. I ain't been in the truth for but 4 or 5 years. I got in the truth probably like a year or two before COVID and stuff broke out, and it wasn't this. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't this bad. So that's only been a couple years, and now imagine how many another 3 or 4 years. Yeah, definitely the MOTB has gonna come out in another 3 or 4 years. I'm not saying exactly like that, but we don't have that long because everything is already set up for it to happen, and these people they're gonna bow down to this man, especially Jake, man. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If y'all fell for the okie doke the first time in 2020, you're gonna fall for it again. You still got people wearing masks, So, and just like I said, all these different things that's happening, we're about to come into a famine. That's gonna play a role in people getting that C-hip, and it's just too much wickedness, man, and the Lord's gonna put an end to it, man. And brothers getting spiritually attacked, man. That's because of how close we are to the end, Let me get 2nd Ezra 15:8. It says, "And I will hold my tongue as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit." That's not what I'm going to read. 2nd Ezra 15:6. It says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord," it says, "I will hold my tongue as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, The innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's what's happening. And how are the just complaining, which are the Israelites, the elect, through making videos, through doing what the Lord tells them to do, going out in the highways and byways. That's how they're complaining, right? It says, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, avenge his elect, and receive all the innocent blood from among them. I'm gonna skip down to verse 14, because this is what state the world's in. You got this man Trump talking, about to be arrested. Or I think he was arrested. So they about to release this Fed now. Everything is all emotion. All you pretty much need is one big thing to happen, and boom, everything is going to change like that, and it's all hell is breaking loose. That's all you gotta have happen for real. I mean, it ain't gonna take that much. It ain't gonna take a couple more years. It's here. It says, "Woe to the world, to them that dwell therein, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands." And that's where we're at, man. That's where we're at. Because a lot of people have realized they've been lied to. And people especially gonna do that when the system collapses, because people still trust in the system. And people don't have no backup plan. But it don't even matter if you got a backup plan or you stocking up. If the Lord's not with you, he ain't with you, man. So, I just want to do another in the news and warn what's going on. You got to stay. We gotta be watching, man. Can't take your hand off the plow. We gotta continually seek the Lord, man. That's all we got. You gotta fast, pray, read as much as you can, and not be focused on things in the world, because that don't matter. All is temporary. So I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shai, by Shemakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations. I want to say shalom to the elect. YASHAMIAHLA, shalom.